The work I want to introduce is Boulder-Souf, the author of Boulder-Souf French writer Maupassant. Boulder-Souf was writing in 1879, and I will use the Marxian to read this story. Set during the Franco-Prussian War, the novel depicts a group of French travelers trapped in a Paris hotel. Trapped in close quarters in a tense situation. The group's class tensions boiled over. They are mostly upper class. Complete respect for Boulder-Souf, while the members treat Boulder-Souf condescendingly and clearly changing their attitude only when she was useful to them. Boulder-Souf is always kind, and she proved to be the only brave, respectable, and generous members of the team. By showing the cruelty and hypocrisy of the wealthy French elite, and the courage and dignity of the poor Boulder-Souf, Maupassant rejected to conventional wisdom of his time that wealth translate into good character. From Marx's point of view, literature is viewed as a form of entertainment, such as may be used meaningfully of manipulate the status quo by influencing an audience. However, Maupassant aimed to unmask the false conclusions that people accepted at that time. In the short story, the author compares the lower class with the upper class and examining their moral standards. Boulder-Souf is a patriotic prostitute. Out of 10, only Boulder-Souf that deserves to be called noble and patriotic. She was kind-hearted and in the courage in spite of the contempt and issue that the aristocratic and bossy people had shown here. When they were hungry, Boulder-Souf generously asked them to share their food. She also has a strong national pride, and those so-called super people are soon with ugly show, haunting others and benefiting themselves. The algorithm is to expose the brutality and the barbarity of the involved, the corruption and incompetence of the French army, especially the self-ness and hypocrisy of the upper bourgeoisie, who strongly condemn those who force others to do immoral things, and then use morally to access people. And the novel also aims to public the parallel justice and sympathy of the lower class people and extend sympathy and respect for the harmly lower class people. The novel preaches with 10 options about class mobility, while the 10 French travelers all share a class to society status class. Hierarchy, the lowest of the group, Boulder-Souf still entering the during admiration of the others. for a sleep section is seed meat. She might have been trapped into higher society by sheer force of personality. However, as the story progresses, it's become clear that because heresy does not bend. The rich include Miss Rust, how manipulates her into making a devastating diction, therefore when she can be useful to them, and then abandon her when she is no longer useful by showing how the rich exploit a poor and vulnerable woman. So Douglas Maupassant agreed that class mobility is an illusion and that the exploitation of the poor for the benefit of the rich is at the heart of the class hierarchy.